Thank you very much for having me at your luncheon. Quite a remarkable group and a long history as well as a club in Port Alberni. Before I go any further, I'd like to acknowledge two people in my life, both daughters. My first daughter lives in Australia and sent me this tie for Christmas. Today is Australia Day, so what better day? I'm not defective. My other daughter lives in Nanaimo, and she always says to me, Dad, if you're going to speak in public or make any kind of announcements, wear your glasses because it makes you look 10% smarter. I can't see. I'd like to take a few minutes to speak about real estate. Always topical. It's the business I'm in and Amanda's in, and in one way or another, all of you are in as well. 2016, as you've seen through the headlines in the newspapers and on TV, the newscasts, was a record year for residential real estate on Vancouver Island. Total of 6,063 single-family homes sold in our board area, and our board area is basically Vancouver Island north of Victoria. So over 6,000 homes sold, and this represented a 24% increase over 2015, which is quite dramatic. Victoria and Vancouver, and actually most of the other communities in British Columbia, experienced similar heightened sales activity this past year. Port Alberni, a little closer to home. Sales in Port Alberni were up approximately 30% over last year. 406 single-family homes sold in Port Alberni last year. And our average sale price was up. And that's positive. Up for Port Alberni is new territory. We haven't had an up year for a long time. Up about 15% on average over last year. And as a side note, houses at Sproul Lake, waterfront properties at Sproul Lake last year, 26 sales, which is more waterfront sales than we've had in the 4 years previous combined. Quite remarkable. The average home price in Port Alberni continues to be considerably less than any other city on Vancouver Island. And when you consider the infrastructure we have, our hospital, our schools, our recreation facilities, and our natural amenities, I expect we'll continue to see an influx of people from other places. Most recent survey of Port Alberni home buyers indicated that over the last couple of years, 91% of the people buying houses in Port Alberni were buying principal residence. That means they weren't buying for investment purposes, they were buying to move and live here. And that's a good thing. 46% of the buyers were new to our community. They're moving here because of affordability and amenities. And most of them were coming from places nearby, other Vancouver communities, Vancouver itself, and the Lower Mainland. 34% of the buyers were first-time home buyers. Again, that's pointing to affordability. And 54% were buying as a retirement home. And they're here because of the lifestyle. Personally, I've dealt with a lot of people from the Lower Mainland over the last year that have decided that they were going to cash in and relocate to Port Alberni and have not looked back. Are very pleased to be here. And that is a good thing for us to have new people to our community. Where do we go from here? I expect that real estate activity in 2017 will be a continuation of last year. The factors that drive our market are not changing. Get the word out. We live in a great place. Further, I would be amiss having a few minutes at the podium not to mention the new reality of the United States. And this is no slight to that. According to a Royal LePage Network survey, in the fourth quarter of 2016, inquiries from the U.S. about Canadian real estate was up significantly, 40.9% year over year. In fact, in November, web traffic to the royallepage.ca from American users surged 210% over the 5 days following the election. That's a real fact. That's not a Trump fact.
It's an alternate
fact.
Or fake news, yeah.
Most inquiries, over 70% of the inquiries concerned real estate in British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec. American investment in our area is not new, particularly in the secondary and vacation or recreational home market. Talking about Sproul Lake, properties down the Alberta Inlet, and certainly Bamfield and the West Coast. I think we'll see more activity in the West Coast as we move forward, partly due to the fact of our exchange value for money. Lastly, I'd like to say a word about Royal LePage. Royal LePage is truly a Canadian company with representation coast to coast and over 100 years of leadership in the real estate industry. After 2 very successful years here in Port Alberni, we're excited moving into 2017 with a growing group of energetic salespeople. But we're not all about the business. One thing that sets Royal LePage apart from other companies is the fact that we have our own charity, the Royal LePage Shelter Foundation. Established in 1998, the foundation supports over 200 emergency women's shelters and programs dealing with domestic violence. Every day, as many as 6,500 women and children in Canada seek refuge in these shelters or access to support programs. To date, Royal LePage brokers, staff, and representatives have raised over $18 million for this foundation. And I am pleased to say that our office has already contributed several $1,000s to this very worthwhile and sadly necessary cause. I hope 2017 is good for all of you, and thank you again for allowing me to be part of your luncheon today.
Question?
Did these really work?
Any questions?
On behalf of Rotary, thank you very much for coming in and giving us a chat today.
Thank
Take
you.
that as a reminder of Rotary and the 4-week test.
Thanks very much. Thank you, all of you.
Actually, Gary, I have a question.
Please.
It was discussed at the meeting last night with the chamber. They brought up about a second road coming into Port Alberni, what that would do for this community as far as real estate and just the community growth on a whole. What is your opinion on that?
Oh, I think that would, without question, would be a positive thing for Port Alberni. Just closing some loops. Too many people think that Port Alberni is sort of the end of the road, and I think another in and out would certainly contribute to the development of Port Alberni and better access to the other communities and infrastructure on the island.
Well, another question. The first-time home buyers, you know, with the provincial government's offering, what's it, 35,000 or something?
Up to.
Up to. Do you expect a lot of interest in that in the valley?
That's something we really have to talk to people of Access BC about, but because such a big part of our market is first-time home buyers, it would certainly benefit many of them to be able to afford to buy a house sooner than they might otherwise.